This is the Backrooms. The Backrooms are a collaborative online fiction project, including writing, photography, art, and video. This large subgenre focuses on the unique horrors of liminal spaces as well as monster design and psychological isolation. Liminal spaces are transitional spaces, hallways, gas stations, etc. Liminal spaces are devoid of life, and make the viewer feel nostalgia for a place they've never been. Liminal spaces are often abandoned, eerie, and surreal. In this presentation, you will learn about the beginning of the Backrooms, the different canons present, and information about each. The Backrooms originated from a post by an anonymous user in a forum about liminal spaces. This post with only an image and caption has led to the massive creative project it is today. When talking about the Backrooms, it's important to define which canon you are working with. Canons are the universe in which a story takes place, including its history and events. Much of the work put into the Backrooms has been to flesh out these settings in detail. There are many side canons, but there are three main canons that sub-canons take place in. The three canons are single-level canon, multi-level canon, and cane pixel canon. Of course, it's not that simple. The three main canons are each part of one overarching canon. I call this Backrooms canon divergence. The timeline of this divergence starts with the single-level canon, being the only universe at the time, until for unknown reasons the two other canons appeared, each stemming off in a parallel direction. If you were present during this event, two parallel versions of you would be created, living through similar events with subtle or major changes. From the point of view of single-level canon, nothing changes, except some weird behaviors that manifested during this change. From the point of view of multi-level canon, changes started happening in level 0, and now new levels started to be able to be accessed. From the point of view of cane pixel canon, this was the moment when async opens its first threshold to the Backrooms. The main canon most people associate with the Backrooms is single-level canon. This canon consists of many unnerving rooms of an incoherent nature. All rooms in this space appear uniform, however no two rooms are identical. The installed lighting flickers inconsistently and hums at a constant frequency. Some walls have electrical outlets, have mold growing on them, or occasional security cameras. There are rare sightings of entities, and this level will drastically lower your sanity. This space beyond reality includes numerous outposts and can be accessed by no clipping out of reality. If you wander long enough, you might come across the Manila Room. On January 7th, 2022, the 17-year-old filmmaker and visual effects artist Cane Pixels uploaded a video titled Backrooms Found Footage. In the following weeks, this video skyrocketed in popularity, earning millions of views. This video was the first found footage video ever made about the Backrooms. Cane would go on to make a series corresponding to this first video. The series broadly consists of a company called Async, which creates its low-proximity magnetic distortion system to accommodate all future storage, housing, and production needs. On October 17, 1989, Async researchers successfully open a threshold to the Backrooms. Soon the researchers discover the space they have opened is not devoid of life, and has many unusual areas that defy logic. The problems reach a peak with the death of Peter Tench, as we learn in the latest video of the series. The rooms in this canon are Euclidean and home to mysterious hostile creatures apparently made of bacteria. This series has spawned many low-quality knockoffs and blatant cash grab content. Despite these attention-seeking channels, Cane's videos have continued to be the most popular. I would highly recommend that you go check out his channel, which will be linked in the description. Finally, we reach multi-level canon. This canon is the largest, being the cooperative work of thousands who have written hundreds of levels, sub-levels, narratives, entities, and much more. The sheer amount of content is too much for one person to read in a lifetime. You will find this vast storehouse of writing on the Backrooms wiki hosted on Wikidot. The link is in the description. As there is far too much to put in one video, I'm only going to be going over a couple of popular entities and levels. Level 0 is the same as in single-level canon, but it is completely devoid of entities, and you will never see another human. If you escape this level before completely going insane, or dying of starvation, you will probably end up in Level 1. Here you can find the main base of the MEG, or the Major Explorer Group, who have extensive resources and documentation concerning the different entities and levels you will come in contact with. Level 1 is a large, sprawling warehouse that features concrete floors and walls, as well as a low-hanging fog that often condenses into puddles on the walls and floor. This level possesses a constant supply of water and electricity, which allows indefinite habitation by wanderers. It is also far more expansive, possessing staircases, elevators, isolated rooms, and hallways. Crates of supplies appear and disappear randomly within the level, often containing a mixture of vital items including food, weapons, almond water, and also nonsensical objects. Level 5 is an infinite hotel complex with many rooms and halls. The level itself appears to have been constructed in the 1930s, with furniture dating back to 1920. The level is mostly clean with little dust and dirt lingering on surfaces. The level seems to clean itself, as unclean spots disappear only a few minutes after appearing. Smooth jazz plays quietly throughout the halls via vintage turntables and speakers hooked up to a sound system. Throughout Level 5 there are 3 main areas: the main hall, the Beverly Room, and the boiler room. The main hall is the main area of Level 5. The walls are covered in red and gold ornate wallpaper. The halls themselves are very furnished with the previously mentioned decorations, including bookshelves, cabinets, sofas, and more. Doors in this area are labeled with gold placards with a room number that doesn't follow any recognizable pattern. The Beverly Room is the hub area of Level 5. The room itself is very spacious, with many doors on all sides. The room only contains a small, fanciful table in the center, illuminated by a large chandelier. Entrances to this room will be labeled with a small silver placard reading the Beverly Room. The boiler of Level 5 is fairly large and cluttered due to the mass amount of old machinery placed within. The temperature of this area is fairly high. Maintenance elevators are present, but it is recommended not to use them. Some common entities are Smilers, Skin Stealers, and Jerry. Smilers, also known as Entity 3, are hostile creatures that inhabit the dark places of the Backrooms. They are identified by their signature reflective eyes and perpetually smiling teeth, which glow brightly. The body of Smilers is unknown, as it is colored a dark black and they never leave the shadows. Despite this, Smilers are attracted to light sources, such as camera flashes and flashlights, and can easily be distracted by throwing one such device near them. To escape a Smiler, one should try to keep eye contact while backing away from it. Running is useless, as Smilers are very fast in any environment. Skin Stealers, otherwise known as Entity 10, are large humanoid creatures who gained their name due to their ability to wear their victim's skin as a convincing disguise. They can mimic human speech and are proficient at taking down their targets. Skin Stealers are docile unless they need to eat, and will wander aimlessly. In this state, they will not harm you unless you aggravate them. The biology of the Skin Stealer seems to be perfectly suited to mimic a human, provided they have a human to base the mimicry on. Jerry, possibly the best entity, is a beautiful blue macaw parrot. He can be easily tamed with sunflower seeds or almond water, but contact without doing so will result in indoctrination. Indoctrinated members refer to themselves as the followers of Jerry. These members will act as mindless drones, performing various tasks for him. They will worship Jerry unconditionally, and should be considered dead, as no one has ever came out of this state. In conclusion, the Backrooms are a large, fascinating world. The work of many, this creative genre spans all forms of media, and has become a commonly known subject to most people, with varying degrees of knowledge. I would highly recommend checking out Kane's channel, as well as the Backrooms Wiki doc. Both are linked below. Farewell, and goodbye.